Hi folks, again Ron LaGro with Armadillo Garden Tools. I just want to again discuss the process of how I've come up with these amazing garden tools. They're all about function, and then simultaneously they're all about beauty too. So beauty and function, part of the beauty is how well they function. Um, and that's somewhat, well, it's inherent in our products, but not so much in many others. So I just want to show you again, these are generally the three standard garden tools you're going to find in any of the hardware stores around the US, Central America, and more than likely Europe as well. I haven't been over there looking at garden tools for about 5 years, but I imagine it's the same. I'm quite certain, actually. So you've got the claw, in this case, three-prong. It's more like a rake. So if you want to scratch your arm, tickle somebody, your neighbor, or rake the gravel, maybe get rid of the pine needles in your garden, this is a great tool. But as far as gardening is concerned, I think it's pathetic. I'm sorry, but it is pathetic because inevitably I've got to put pressure on this outside edge in order for that to excavate. This is out of camera, you can't see that. But if I'm digging in soil, I've got to put an amazing amount of pressure on the front end of that. So I'm already using both my hands, and most people are absolutely unaware of that. The other one is the fork again. They all generally come on a straight stick. Occasionally you'll see a slightly bent handle. Some have a trigger on them these days, but 90% of the time they all come jammed on a straight stick. And what a lot of people don't understand, again, a handle on any tool, whether it's a hammer, a paintbrush, a kitchen knife, a scissor, um, a huge percentage of the design is in the handle and how I handle the handle, how I hold that as a human being. Am I a little girl? Am I an old man? Do I have arthritis? Have I lost a thumb in some accident? Or I've only got, very limited movement in left or right hand. And then, of course, what everybody calls a trowel, I don't call this a trowel, I call that a shovel. I come from a construction background, and when you look at trowels across the board, trowels are made for generally masonry or archaeology. Actually, they're not made specifically for archaeology, or they weren't. The archaeologists just found that the mason's trowel happens to be a good tool for digging in an excavation or an archaeological dig. So anyway, you got the little shovel on a straight stick again, whether it's plastic or aluminum. Um, you'll see them in wood as well. I don't have one out here, but you saw them earlier in another picture. So these are your three standard tools. You have a collection of these, you probably have 3 or 5 of each, all different colors and shapes and sizes, and probably 50% of them are broken or lame or loose or rusting or bent in some fashion. Now, just for instance, I'm going to show you our collection quickly. I can't even put it in my 2 hands, but like painting, I don't know where your garden is, right? So these are, and I'm still lacking a couple. Actually, 2 more here. 1 second, bear with me. I'm going to have to pick up some prototypes, early versions of the same tool, but we're in production. So right there I have 7 different tools of our collection. You're going to find they're all beautiful. These 2 up front here that's the mantis claw below the eagle claw, both for excavating, but you're going to get a lot of very versatile tools, very aggressive tools, and not only beautiful but functional, and they should last many lifetimes if they're properly cared for and not abused. So don't go out into your driveway and start raking gravel with these tools. They're meant for gardening. not for tearing down vines in the jungle and excavating the thistles out in the back of the driveway where I've got 4 inches of 1.25 inch gravel. So that's our larger standard tools, both on 9-inch handles and 7-inch handles. And then, in addition, here's 4 of 6 more of our collection. These are more for potted plants, container gardening, where you can get in tight on a potted plant. Here I have some coleus with a succulent and a little bit of, well, down there in the bottom is doing very poorly, some Swedish ivy. But Swedish ivy is very virile, and it should come back. Anyway, so now you can go out there and work in your garden, or you may not have a garden. You may be on a rooftop terrace. You may have a terrace with nothing but container plants. You may have raised beds or standing beds. That's why I've designed such a variety of tools, because I don't know where your garden is, and I'm giving you the ability to find the tool that works best for your environment. All right? So I'm going to stop this, and we're going to go into some more detail with the tools.